Hi, can you please tell us your names and what do you do?
My name is Jurell. What do I do?
Yeah.
I'm a firefighter.
And what's your name?
I am Tyree Bastidas, and I am a plumber.
Jurell, can you please tell us alarm, first alarm, second alarm, third alarm, and fourth alarm? What's the difference and how does it go?
First alarm is like basic units on scene. The higher the alarm, the second, third, it means they send like another batch of like firefighters. Just usually the more intense the fire is, it's just you need more all hands on deck, you know. So,
What's the biggest alarm?
I've seen it go up to 6, 7, 8. I think in my career I've seen it go 8, but it's probably gone higher.
Tyree, what alarm was today?
I have no idea.
For me, it was it could have been the highest alarm because I needed more help.
Guys, can you please tell us about your career? How many ones you have? I know it's pretty a lot, but can you please go through and tell us about your titles, your achievements?
I've won a lot of the junior national titles, small ball, 3-wall and 4-wall. I won a lot of junior titles, and I have 8 singles titles now for the 1-wall, and like 3 or 4 doubles titles. My career in handball is very extensive. So I've traveled a lot, Ireland, Australia, a lot of handball for me.
I didn't have like an illustrious career like that. I think I was like an average junior player. I didn't have I think I had like really late coming for wins. I think lately I've been doing better, but it's almost like too little, too late. I think I do well in singles. I think this is the 4th time I'm in the finals, so I have 4 runner-ups. I have 3 titles in doubles. I got a lot of runner-ups in there, so I think I'm just a better doubles player. Singles player, I think he just has like a lot of edge over me. He's better footwork, better left hand. He's got great stamina. He's got the edge. That, it doesn't stop me from trying.
What do you guys prefer, small ball, big ball?
Small ball.
Yeah, I like playing small ball better. It just adds a whole different number of elements to it. It's always like surprises that you can't really take for granted this game. Something's always weird gonna happen.
It's also like you said, I like the match better, and small ball has the match. Big ball, you can get snagged in one game and not have a chance to adjust for the second. So if you're able to adjust in the second game or a match, it makes the game very different.
How long you playing, Tyree?
Since I was 8 years old, I touched my first handball, and 13 I was entering tournaments, and from then I kept entering tournaments. I'm still am. So. I'm 32 now in September.
And when you won your first tournament?
13 in Queens, Elmhurst. 13 under big ball juniors.
I started playing when I was 9. I think both started playing big ball. Our dad was playing, so that's how we got introduced to it. And I started playing little ball in high school. I definitely traveled for handball. I just don't really make it like a big priority. I got my little ones to take care of, and a job. So I would love to travel, but right now it's not in the cards. But definitely would always love to travel and play handball.
How old are you guys?
I'm going to be 36.
I am going to be 32. We're 4 years apart.
Yeah.
So, no animosity? No?
Nah, he could have won today, and it would have been just the same.
Yeah, I think the 4 times we played, it's just, we definitely want to beat each other, but we're still brothers in the end. And I think I was saying last week, the goal is always to play each other in the finals. We want to just take out everyone we can, and then just get many titles as you can too. But it's great when he wins. It's great when I win. It just can't go both ways. But that's what doubles feels good about, when we take doubles.
How do you stay focused in the game? Like, how do you stay your composure? How do you deal with that?
I wish I knew, because then that game would have been a lot better. But no, seriously, it just, I have my moments when I have like the inner drive. That's what I need. I need like a drive, some kind of focus, something to stay focused on. I think that's what just playing more, would do. Right now, I'm like, I take care of my kids a lot. So when I get to play ball, it's great, but it's hard to focus when I'm playing. So.
For me, composure. I think a lot about the game. Probably like day before, I'll try to like do it in my head. Like, how's he gonna serve? How am I gonna react? I try to make all the adjustments in my mind, go through everything. But however the game actually turns out the next day is how it turns out. But going through what it might look like helps a lot, I feel. Because then when it is happening the way I saw it in my mind, I'm like, okay, I know what to do. When it's not happening, I'm like, all right, I maybe didn't foresee this, but something like it. That helps a lot.
And in game, like, how do you stay in game? Like,
In game. Try to keep the pressure high. Try not to show weakness. And I try to stay focused. I keep my head down. I try to stay in my head a lot. I usually don't look around too much. I'm kind of looking down. And when they call the score, I'm looking at the ball. But I'm mostly in my own head, thinking about everything. Like, how am I going to return the next serve? How did I return the serve I just returned? How does he feel after the volley we just have? Is he tired? Is he expecting a spin? Is he ready to adjust? Should I adjust now before he does? There's a lot of. I try not to make it confusing, but I try to almost foresee things, and it helps when the moments come. I'm sort of ready.
in the volley, how do you like? Can you put like the decision you make in the volley, like from replying, from a serve, from everything? How is it going in your mind?
Volleying, I definitely don't want him any closer than the short line. If he's any closer than the short line, I usually try to pull down with power, try to back him out, drive him out of the front, sort of like just get him out of there. If he's deep, I still try to push deep, only to look for a low shot right after. So it's like for me, it's low, deep, and I'll go left, right, and then mix both. Low left, deep right. Low right, deep left. So it's always the opposites for me. I'm always making my guy run. I always make my opponents run. I feel like my opponents are worse when they're on the run. When they're standing still, just swinging, it's a problem.
Yeah, I think Tyree's game keeps a lot of guys off balance. He's always moving them like cross court. When I am playing well, not that I wasn't playing well today, but more consistently well, I'm drawing guys into the front, and then when they give a setup, I'm able to use my power. I think when guys are in the back and I use my power, it really doesn't do anything because they're able to, have a little bit more time and space away from the ball. I think if I shot a little better today, then I would have been able to hang in the rallies. But he, like I said, he does such a good job of keeping me off balance that I can't really be on the offensive.
Yeah, I mean, not only the deep, the low and deep stuff left and right, I'm also spinning a lot of it.
Yeah.
Whether I'm pushing left or right, I'm turning the ball both ways, left, right, down even, and sometimes both, down and left, down and right. And for him, all those jumpy stuff, it's very hard for him to get a real good swing on the ball, what he wants. It's all like last minute, make a choice you kind of don't want to make. I leave him very little to work with, basically. That's the best way to play it.
Guys, you've been in this sport a long time. What do you like about it? Why are you into it?
I like the professionalism in handball with the small ball. It's very professional. I'm not sure if the gloves and goggles add to that, but there's like I don't know. That's a good question. It's very difficult to play small ball. I mean, it's not that it's not difficult to play big ball. It's very difficult, but small ball just requires I don't know, a little more something that feels like it pulls on you a little harder. Like I can play 3 games of big ball and be fine. But if I play 1 game of small ball, it really takes a lot out of me. It's like hard to push the heavier ball, especially when this guy's just driving it at me and I'm trying to do what I want and run. It's a lot. In the big ball, you could just flick it back and maybe it'll kill, and maybe a lot of that stuff happens. In small ball, that doesn't happen too much. You really have to make it happen if it happens. I like that.
Yeah, small ball just, you gotta have a great swing for it.
Yeah.
If you're off by a little bit, it changes your swing a lot. I think it changes the way you might be playing that day for sure. Big ball, like I said, you can come in kind of like hurt, and the shot's always like the same. It's gonna come off your hand. The ball is light. Nothing against big ball. It's just not the same. Like I could play really bad big ball and still like hang in. I guess play really bad small ball. I'm gonna lose pretty bad.
Why you guys like this sport?
Me, it's something therapeutic. I guess it's good exercise, but as much as it's good exercise physically, like mentally, because it's like you're playing, chess. You're trying to, set up for the next shot. You're, to put this ball down, you need to like actually have like some technique behind it. So it's not always like just hitting it as hard as you can. It's just very good stress relief, very very therapeutic for the mind.
How about you, Tyree?
Handball is very disciplined for me. It's a lot of discipline. For me in handball, and I usually don't, like everybody else, I don't like doing new things and starting something new and being bad at it. But for some reason, handball was something I like enjoyed that. Like if I didn't have it, I wanted it. I didn't have the left, I got the left. I didn't have the legs, I got the legs. For me, handball, I didn't mind working for the hard stuff. I don't know. Now that I have it, I'm all disciplined and stuff. It's nice to have all that stuff. Like I can hit the shots, all the shots I want to hit, I can hit. That feels really good. Like at any time, I can pull off amazing stuff to me. Up the lines, cross courts, big spins, and all on purpose. So that feels really good. When I was younger, it wasn't always on purpose. Now that I'm older, it's pretty much all on purpose. And it feels really good to have that level of control, when I didn't have it. And that's what I wanted when I was younger.
Is there anything else, guys, would you like to add actually for the new generation, for the new players?
I would say like, especially with this ball, like I think anything's really possible. I've seen crazy stuff happening, and I think even, well, especially for me, because I still always have to like work on something, definitely. For the new people that are coming on, just stay with it. It's hard, but it's a lot. It's very enjoyable, like he said. Once you start actually mastering your craft, it's such an enjoyable game.
Small ball is very difficult to start. You gotta stay in there for a while, like you said. You gotta stay in there, and then eventually you'll find the things you like about it. But it's hard to start. Practice. I mean, if you're not good, it's always practice. I mean, that's key. All I ever did was practice. I still practice, and just to stay sharp, as sharp as I could be.
Well, guys, I wish you a longer career, and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.